How has the U.S. flag failed us when we're painting
Well,
it?
the U.S. flag represents a system and structure that has failed us. So by our, so this flag is like taking a symbol back, something that everybody recognizes and something that everybody has their own personal connotation to, but our personal connotation, my personal connotation to the flag is mixed, but mostly it's negative because the flag represents something that it's a lie, because the flag is supposed to stand for some sort of freedom and independence and freedom of speech, but yet I feel like I've been nothing but censored and put down and repressed by my country, so, oppressed by my country. And so we're taking a flag that is a symbol for a system which has failed us because it's throughout the generations, it's become all about control and controlling the people, and it's no longer the voices of the men and the women who occupy this country are no longer heard. So by taking the flag and putting our own markings on it, putting our own image, putting Baphomet, putting, all of our intent, it's a way of taking the symbol back and having it be chaotic but beautiful, personalized. It's just reclaiming space that's ours for reclaiming, because this flag is supposed to be symbolic of all the people who occupy America.
Yeah, we the people.
We the people. But it's not about we the people anymore. So this is, act one in a lifetime of art war, and we're waging war against corporate America, and we're waging war against the entities that have taken away our freedoms and tried to censor us and try to keep us down, and we're not taking it anymore.
Nope.
Gotta stand up.
Yeah.
There's mark the flag.
We're talking about symbol literacy and using symbols like logos that are used against us to coerce us. Taking it back, meaning putting our own meaning into it, and bringing it back to the original meaning, of we the people. But if you look at other things like hate, it's like everything in America, sex, hate, love, has all been like taken by the corporation, and the U.S. government works for the corporation and aligned with the corporation, and they separate us from our feelings, our hate, our love, and sell it back to us, our sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
And the flag is freedom, how they define it.
Mm-hmm. Right. They capitalize on our discomfort. They capitalize on telling us what we should be into and what we should buy and how we should feel. They tell us that we should be okay with the prisons that they've created for us. And they do it in a guise that the American way is the most liberated nation. And
It's not true. America has more people in prison per capita than anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, it was like, China has all these people incarcerated, and like, no, actually we do.
Yeah, America.
That's another thing. California has the most people incarcerated in the United States, and they're having the whole water crisis, water war, and we're creating this flag for a performance, and it may be a shield for our friends in California to protect against Nestle, who's like actually still stealing water, taking water for free, to bottle it, to sell it back.
They're trying to privatize water. Meanwhile, Californians are having weird sludge water come out of their faucets. And people are freaking out, but nothing is being broadcasted on the media. And it's all very hush-hush, but it's fucking serious. Like, number one thing you need as a human is water. Like, we're biological creatures and we require mucho water.
Yeah, the CEO of Nestle said that water is not a right.
Not a human right.
It's like driving, you gotta get a license. It's a privilege, not a right.
Right.
But it's a year ago, they kind of hushed it in the news too. It was in the independent news. They shut off 25,000 people's water, and a lot of them were like small farmers in California. And then NASA, a couple months ago, declared the death of California.
Yeah,
And
dead.
the thing is, it is a war, and it's beyond crisis, and it's not a drought. The drought is immaterial because there's no groundwater. There's like it's almost like completely depleted, and
Even if it rains, it
you
doesn't
could-
mean
yeah.
that it's gonna replenish.
you could have nobody drinking any water in California for a year and have it rain most of that year, and it's still not coming
Right.
back. And that's the thing
Sucks
that they
dry.
don't want you to know.
And actually, I saw something recently that that the drought has moved up to half of Oregon now.
Oh shit!
It's taken over Oregon.
Oregon is the fucking Wild West. I think California's bad. You don't want a bunch of fucking rednecks with guns that can't get a fucking glass of water. I was thinking about the aesthetic that Jen has with the topi and the motorcycle kind of Mad Max thing, and my aesthetic kind of the neo outlaw western kind of thing, because I think it's going to get Wild West, and maybe it'll happen in Oregon before California, but it's going to be, you know,
I don't know.
interesting.
It is going to be interesting.
At least Oregon still has half of their state sells water, so they'll operate as a whole, I guess.
Well, it's like half of Oregon, half of Washington. To the east is fucking desert.
Right.
You know, I haven't even I lived in Oregon for 3 years and never visited the desert side.
I haven't been to Northern Desert before.